What's going on, everyone? It is Kevin with Ultimate Flips coming to you with a long overdue update on how we're doing on not just one eBay store, but both eBay stores. And if it looks like I'm looking off to the side, is I got to get used to the cameras off to my left, and I want to look dead screen so it shows that I'm looking off to the wrong side. So I'm going to try to make sure I got eye contact, but it's long overdue, and I forget the last time that I did for comparison. And usually I do a 30-day comparison. And I can tell you right now that my main eBay store that was originally signed up that I broke away the graded cards from, the numbers have significantly dropped. Of course, there'd be a good reason why is I'm not selling any high-end items anymore. And then the other store is just strictly graded slabs, which has slowed down. But I do have 4 orders with PSA, nothing big. The most one that's coming to a close is a seven card one, but it's 7 RPAs, I believe they all are. And so I'll be getting those back. And then there's a 10 card order, a 13 card order, and then recently another 10 card order. I did take SGC up on their Tops Now discount. I still had the Wembanyama Tops Now Rookie of the Year card still in the one touch, so I figured I'd send those in just to get those graded and out of the one touches. And I did notice that the last time I sent in a bunch of Tops Now, it was the LeBron, Curry, and Durant from the Olympics, and I got like 2 8s, an 8.5, 2 9s.5, or something like that, and then like 2 10s. And I'm like, why the wide variety? Well, I noticed that if you don't take the cards, especially if they're a little bit thicker in the one touches, out of the one touch, there's a film on there. Not that some are worse than others, that I actually had to wipe off with a cloth, which would explain why that there's such the variance in grades. So that's just a tip or something that I noticed because I happened to pop the Wemby out because I thought I was going to put them in a sleeve and a top loader, but my top loaders weren't thick enough. They were just slightly too small. So let me get into this though. So our new eBay store, which is Ultimate Flips 2, and I'll put the link down below. So I'm going to go from August 22nd to October 22nd. And so right now where we're at is we've done $4,151.27, of which we've got $1,118.89 of selling costs. Of course, there was $220.13 of taxes collected by eBay. So my net sales for that 60-day period was $2,812.25, and I'm looking it off my tablet here. So if you're wondering, I'm not just making the numbers up. And then to go over to our main eBay store that's already been well established for the same period, August 22nd to October 22nd. We're still up from this time prior a year ago, but we've done $887.59 for the 60 days, $50 in taxes, $426 in fees. So our net sales is $411.05. So that's where we're at for a 60-day period. So we're looking at what, $3,200 we've done over the last 60 days between the two. I still have 50 items listed for graded cards on eBay, and I noticed that stuff isn't moving unless you put it on an auction. Buy it now, even with the best offer, people aren't biting, or their offers are so ridiculous that it's just not even worth entertaining. But with that said, I still have a few that are on auction right now. I think 2 of them end in the next 11 hours, 10 hours, and then one ends the next couple days. And then the rest are all buy it now. Some are old vintage baseball worn, Spawn, Lou Brock, and items such as that. And then I have Kobe Bryant's on there listed as well. A majority of it is PSA and SGC. A few BGS in there, PGX or Pure Graded X. I think a couple of those that are really low priced, get those moved as well. So that's where I'm at with that. The basketball season has started, and I'm not even hyped for it. I don't know why. I grew up playing basketball. I love basketball. But for some reason, I just don't care for it this year. But that doesn't mean that I didn't send in basketball cards to get graded. So I did pick up a Silver Prism Bankero. That is one of the orders with PSA that I'm waiting to come back. Things have been slow. Hockey season started. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to watching hockey tonight because all the teams play I'm in the East Coast, so the first game starts at 6:15. The last game starts at 10:15. So I'm going to do a lot of hockey watching tonight before I go back to work tomorrow morning. And so this is my day off. And I got a scratch coming on my throat. Excuse me. Basketball, football season's going. The Cowboys are horrible. Again, we get to witness individuals that we could have picked up in the off season, a la Derrick Henry, and then they say it might not have translated over because it's not the same offense, but I don't care. We don't have a running game. Our passing game even is lackluster too. So I would say right now, some older football and hockey still seem to be my primary sales. Basketball is slow down, soccer's not moving, and baseball season's come to an end, so I'm not really moving anything on that. And then as far as graded slabs, everything's moving: hockey, basketball, football. I don't have any soccer right now anyway. So your primary basketball, hockey, football, and baseball are moving right now in graded slabs. So we're going to try to ramp up. Again, I only do this part-time because somebody asked me why I don't sell on Whatnot. I don't have time for that because it just doesn't look as simple as it may seem. And I've seen others say that it isn't as simple as it looks. And so I don't have time. I would have time to sell cards for 2 hours. It's the afterwards of sorting out and get it all ready to ship out. And I watched one video today that's like 2 hours on Whatnot is 8 hours of their time. As a full-time seller, they can do that. But I am just not capable of doing that right now, especially with the hours at work have kind of ramped up for me. So I'd be on my days off, and I have other stuff to do on my days off also. I did just list majority of the cards on my last video. It was a 2023-24 hobby box for the extended series, Upper Deck Hockey. Most of those, the base have been listed. I still have behind me, I still have a stack of cards that has the Young Guns and that in there that I got to list. And I did get that Precious Gems red numbered of Connor Bedard, but it's a die cut, and all those die cuts come with some type of ding. So they're not even near mint. They're like excellent or very good condition, which is kind of a bummer because I probably would have set that Bedard out for grading. So we'll list it on eBay, probably in auction anyways, and see how that does. So that's all that I have going on right now. I don't have anything to list, like I said, other than that short stack. I do still have, I think it's over here, I do still have the hobby box for 24-25 Upper Deck Series 1, but I haven't ripped it open. Some people have said, why not? And I'm like, well, there's plenty of videos out there, and it kind of gives me an idea to see what everybody's pulling before I do. And it's not like I'm ripping the night before like I did last year for Series 2, although I could have come pretty close because that order did come in, but I was working extra hours, so it just kind of sat, and with my hours working, I never even got a chance to tap into it anyways. So with that being said, I'll put the links down below for both our stores. Go ahead and check them out. Our main eBay store, we're running 30% off everything that's $3 and less. Free shipping. So let's load it up. If you want to buy huge lots or huge numbers or bulk order, whatever you want to call it, we definitely cut you a deal depending on how many you want to add to your cart. And again, still free shipping. So as always, I appreciate you taking the time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, and notification button if you're not already. And for those that have subscribed, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch and to support us. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next one.